My dear brothers and sisters, we are nearing already Holy Week. Malapit na at sa susunod na linggo ay Holy Week na. At the Gospel today is now telling us and telling the Jews and the Pharisees that our Lord was indeed the Son of God. And the Pharisees, yung mga Fariseo po ay yung mga religious leaders among the Jews. And they didn't like what our Lord was saying, that He was the Son of God. And that He told them in the Gospel today that, Abraham and the prophets whom you look up to, don't you know that I am greater than the prophets, and that Abraham saw me and he was glad. He told them. And the more these Pharisees and the Jews were infuriated, uminit po sila at nagalit na, ikaw, kilala mo si Abraham, kilala mo yung mga propeta? How old are you? So you're only 50 years old. And Abraham was 1,000 years already. And what did our Lord say? Our Lord said, before Abraham came, I was already. I am, sabi niya already. I existed already. So dito makikita natin, mga kapatid, na ang Panginoon natin ay anak ng Diyos, and that He existed before Abraham. Pero nung siya ay naging nagkatawang tao, nung siya po ay ipinanganak, yung sinasabi natin Pasko o Christmas. So again, because of this, they considered our Lord as a blasphemer. Anong ibig sabihin ng blasphemer? Ibig sabihin na he was taking unto himself that he was the Son of God. And that's why you blaspheme. And they wanted to kill him because of that. So we know already that in the coming days we commemorate this Palm Sunday, and then the paglilitis ng ating Panginoon, at it led to His terrible sufferings, and also His dying on the cross. So you see, my dear brothers and sisters, that our Lord Jesus Christ, in spite of all His goodness to the people, well, the Pharisees did not want Him to become their king, and that He was the Son of God. Now, anong masasabi natin dito kaugnay sa ating buhay Kristiyano, o we Catholics? Well, definitely, we are not like the Jews. We are not like the Pharisees. But, we generally are religious Catholic people. Well, mayroong isang pare na Irish, and sabi niya sa akin, Father, in Ireland, we are not as religious as you Catholics. You really are very faithful in going to Mass, and that you really are God-fearing. So it's really a very good appreciation that foreigners believe that we Filipinos are religious and are devotional. Tayo po ay we value our prayers, we value our going to Mass. But then we have also to overlook something, because we are not all perfect, that somehow there are also moments and times that we overlook the other side of our piety, the other side of our goodness as Filipino Catholics. And that is yun pong sense of honesty. So for example, there are some people or even some officials in the government who do not think about, connecting the religiosity with their work and their corruption that's being done in some public or government offices. Kaya nga, ito po ang isang problema, because for example, there was one who is smuggling goods, and this happened, and the one who is a smuggler was religious, because he was always going to Mass and even called the priest in order to say a Thanksgiving Mass. So yun po ang medyo hindi yata tama. Taliwas po yung kanyang religiosity. Or for example, I am talking with my niece dahil mayroon silang away doon sa tiya. At sinabi ko ay siguro mabuti ay mag-reconcile na kayo, sabi ko. Because this is the will of God. He wants you to be reconciled with your aunt, because you've been doing this for years already, and until now you have not done this. So pwede ba alang-alang sa Panginoon ay pakumbaba at humingi ng patawad? Eh sabi ba naman siya sa akin, Father, pwede ba huwag natin isali ang Panginoong Diyos dito? Sabi niya. Aba, sabi ko, nagulat ako. Bakit hindi naman isasali? Kaya nga sabi ko, yun nga ang sinabi ng ating Panginoon, that we should forgive one another. And then there are also those dear brothers and sisters na, well, they're very religious. They're very devotional. Alam niyo itong Ali, mayaman, at yung kanyang bahay ay ang daming mga imahen, no? Para bang museum na yung kanyang bahay. Pero alam po ninyo, yung kanyang napakaraming mga workers ay hindi kontento dahil hindi naman binibigay yung kanilang just wages. Kaya sabi ng mga workers, laborers, sinabi nila, ang ating boss naman, dasal ng dasal, wala namang asal, sabi niya. So, you see po, dasal ng dasal, pero hindi naman nagbibigay yung sapat na sweldo ng ang kanyang mga workers. So you see, my dear brothers and sisters, yung uh, um, yung uh, holiness or your religiosity does not tally with their sense of justice and even honesty. So, marami pang mga ibang mga ganitong nangyayari, tinatawag natin double standard ng ating piety. So, let us try and let us strive always to think of this. And like I said, tayo mga Pilipino ay really religious and devotional. You go, for example, to the Nazarene. You go, for example, to the perpetual help, yung mga devotions natin. Well, it is all good. But let us not overlook the will and the commands of our Lord to love our neighbor, to be honest, to be just to our helpers and to our workers, and to be forgiving. So, as the Lord said, if you hear His voice, harden not your hearts in remedying this double standard of piety and religiosity. Amen.